If you think about AI, the currency AI is going to use is not going to be fiat currencies. It's not. They're not going to go through banks. They're not going to swipe a card. They're going to use cryptocurrencies.
Accept reality. Fiat money is moving digital.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Cryptoteacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Cryptoteacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up slightly. And guys, we know on the weekend, we are the only game in town. And this week is going to be very entertaining. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. We have Fed Jerome Powell in the house. And we have Trump meeting with Xi this week. So we know Friday is definitely going to be entertaining. And then on top of it is Halloween. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates yesterday move up, and that 10-year yield got back to 4%. And we had the dollar yesterday break even. We have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $2.4 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Treasury is working in the background to manipulate that long end, because absolutely no one wants that long-term paper. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have Fed Jerome Powell in the house this week. And we have the government still closed. So will he use that as an excuse for not getting certain numbers? But we know the Fed has all the numbers. But will he use that as an excuse to pause for the next meeting and then cut at the next meeting? Because right now, inflation is over 3%. Still sticky. We know inflation is a whole lot higher than that. We know the jobs market is only looking decent right now because of the holidays. And then we also know tariffs haven't kicked in and they won't kick in until Jerome Powell rides off in the sun. Remember, in May 2026, he is out riding off in the sun. But all the economists, all mainstream media is calling for a 25 basis point cut. If the Fed says they're data dependent and don't have all the data in order to make a decision, it will definitely surprise me if they cut rates while the government is closed. But we're going to get our popcorn, sit back, and let it play out. And then, of course, we know Trump is going to bring the entertainment because we know they never like the attention on the Fed. We're going to get plenty of entertainment this week. And we know China and the U.S. are moving in two different directions. Even though in the mainstream media, well, they're going to say we're working on a deal, but we know for a fact China has already moved one way and the United States has already moved in another direction. They're moving all their goods from the U.S. over into the emerging markets. Stop buying soybeans altogether. Haven't bought them all year. So farmers are hurting, but of course it's not hitting your mainstream media. And the same thing goes for these small businesses that were getting these cheap goods and selling them in the United States. Their margins have been cut big time. But remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. The two superpowers will eventually collide. Anthony Sutton told us a long time ago. Now we have the Bitcoin Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin Ethereum spot ETFs were up at close yesterday. Now we had Bitcoin spot ETFs had net inflows. And then, of course, with the Ethereum spot ETFs, they had net outflows. So, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the inflows and outflows going towards this last week. Outflows normally pick up, and then on top of it, we know futures contracts end on that Friday. And how big we pull back is going to be based on the Fed decision. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Signum Bank bets on Bitcoin lending with multi-sign custody model. And when it comes to lending, guys, it's all about making fees. The legacy market in the digital economy is no different. Now we have Crypto.com pushes for federal footing with U.S. Trust Bank Charter application. And we know Crypto.com has moved untouched. And we know these big exchanges are nothing but banks. The crypto teacher told you that a long time ago. And we're seeing that unfold right in front of our eyes. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have Tether as fresh investment to push U.S.A. Tether stablecoin to 100 million Americans at December launch. Tether invested $775 million into Rumble to boost the U.S.A. Tether adoption with 100 million Rumble users. And Rumble is also releasing its crypto wallet. But this is definitely not going to be pushing adoption. This sounds like more of a test. When you want to push adoption, we know you go to retail. So this is probably just a test with Rumble. And then they start to move in to retail. But you're not going to compete against someone like PayPal when you're going all in on Rumble. That makes no sense whatsoever unless this is just a test for a big setup for a big retailer. And we know Tether definitely has the money to get with a big retailer. But remember why they're pushing these stable coins? Because they need to get these stable coins out because fiat is going away. And with these stable coins, they're programmable. And they give these central banks even more power, where they can tell you what, when, when, how to buy, and they can mint trillions at a time with minimal costs. We just saw Paxos mint 300 trillion PayPal stablecoin. So we know the power of this technology. And all they need is that crisis to bring in these stable coins, robots, algorithms, and drones to take over the economy. Remember, crypto is going to be used by these machines in order to run the economy without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.